Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Munye Podcast, a platform where we give you impact after impact after impact. Today, we are meeting a very special person. This special person is going to tell us about something that every young person out there is looking for, and that happens to be your big break. And we, as the Munye Podcast, thought it wise to bring one very, very influential, special figure in the film industry to talk about a big break, because who better than to talk about a concept that is very, very interesting in a very, very demanding field. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you Mr. Mathew Nabwiso. And without any further ado, I'd like to give the guest the platform to tell us who the man is, to tell us what is that thing that drives the man, what is that thing that makes him the award-winning director we have come to know today. My beloved guest, take it away.
Thank you. My name is Mathew Nabwiso. I'm an actor, producer, director with Nabwiso Films. I'm also the president of the National Producers Guild of Uganda, the vice chairman of Uganda Federation of Movies Industry, and I'm also a member of the jury of the International Emmys.
Well, you see, as far as CVs go, that was one hell of a CV. Board after board after board, directorship after directorship. So, Mr. Director, if I could call you that, when the word big break is mentioned to you, what resonates at the back of your mind?
I think big break comes depending on what somebody's vision is or something you've been dreaming to get to. If it's a business, are you looking at the break-even point of your business because you've taken years or time investing in it? Is it at its the break-even point?
All right.
Or you could be an actor and it's been your dream to actually maybe act at a certain platform or at a certain stage. So when you get there, finally you go like, this is it. Finally,
I have made it. It's my time to shine. Well, in respect to that, do you believe that maybe the young people out there have waited too much for their big break, or they're being complacent about the entire idea?
I think it will depend on who is out there. Because there is never a specific time to say this by now I should have broken through. Because I mean, we've had people have their big break when they're 65. KFC, he got his big break when he was 65 years old.
Yes.
So I don't think age is really, it should be time specific or age specific, but it also depends on how much input you put. When did you start? For how long have you been trying? But I feel like very many young people today are always in a hurry to get there. But everything good actually does take a lot of time.
Even the Bible says that.
Yes, you need to put in time to invest in. But young people today tend to want to have a break before they're actually ready for it. Because if you get it before you're ready for it, it's actually going to destroy you.
And you can't maintain it.
Yes.
Okay. That's very I will not subtract or add anything to that. So in regards to young people working for it, in regards to young people putting in the work to attain this big break, was there any moment in your career where you maybe realized that I, as Mathew, have to create this opportunity to make sure I realize my big break?
Yeah, if you look at what I do as a filmmaker, I had to put in time because I started off as an actor.
Okay.
And I acted for a couple of years, but my dream was to become a film director someday. And I think I put in at least 10 years before I became a producer.
Wait, there's levels to this thing.
Yes, before I became a producer. And then after becoming a producer, I think I put in probably another 3 or 4 years before I became a director. So I actually put in time. But the time I was putting in, I was learning from other people who are better than me, from other producers, from other directors, how things are done. From each set I would move to, I would make sure I'm not just there to act, but I'm there to learn something. So if I wasn't in front of the camera, I'd go behind the camera and learn something. Why is the gaffer lighting it the way he is? Why is the director choosing this shot? why is etc. So I had to take time to learn, and then before I would be the big break would present itself to me, such that once it is presented, you're actually ready for it.
Yes.
If you're not, like I said,
then you're wasted.
you can't sustain
you
it.
end up wasting it. You see, now this drives me to something more relatable. In your field, we have to appreciate that there are a bunch of talented people. People that have talent that we can't even fathom was possible that this person could have. So what is your word to that young person out there who has this mindset of, I am talented, but I am not being given the platform to actually showcase this talent? What is your take on such a perspective?
Well, if you have a talent and you need a platform, you have to put in the work.
Yeah.
Because like you share that there are many talented people out there. What is so special about you? What have you done for you to deserve the platform? So you see, when it comes to film production, when it comes to producers or directors, they want somebody who is actually going to put in the work, somebody who is going to add value. Otherwise, if you just like any other talented person, if you have nothing special, nothing extra, your journey is going to be longer. Because film director wants to work with somebody that has something special that makes them feel like they're easy to work with.
Let's call it that push that makes things just fall into place.
And again, it's not only about talent, because you can have the talent, yes, but where's the discipline?
Oh yes, that's a very important.
Because film is a very expensive industry. So each hour, each minute you spend on a set is money. So you could be very, very talented, but if you're not disciplined, you will never have the platforms. Maybe you can have one platform, but once you show how indisciplined you are, and you see, it's always a small world. It's not just Uganda, even in Hollywood, actors get blacklisted for lack of discipline.
Of things,
yes. And then there are people you're going to work with more often just because of their character, the discipline they have on set, the time they put in to get their dialogue ready, the time, how do they relate also with other people? Because you see, film is a collaboration.
True.
How do you, it's not just about you, your dialogue, and the director.
No, it's not.
Before you get to a set, you're going to first go to costume. How do you relate with the costume person? Are you rude when you're in the costume room? Are you rude to them? Are you flexible? Because those reports get back to the producer. When you're in makeup, how do you relate with the makeup people? Are you showing off that I'm the star here, so do this? I have no time for this. Do you take yourself to the makeup room to be made up, or do they have to look for you? So at the end of the day, what you do with the makeup person, with the costume person, with the set designer, if you came on set, are you going to start disorganizing the set
and plucking things?
So it's a collaboration, and so the way you relate with all the other departmental heads in a film determines how far you're going to go. Besides your talent. So you need the talent, yes, but also the discipline on set. Do you come early, or are you the person that people are always waiting for to arrive before shooting starts? So it's a collaboration of a couple of things. So depending on how somebody carries themselves on the film set will determine how far they can go, how many more platforms they can actually get.
You see, when we talk about the concept of platforms and how far someone can go, it does push us to the concept of connections. What is your take on the whole concept of connections in the film industry, in the employment industry, and everything? Are you the type of person who will say, like, for you to get far, you not only need the talent, you not only need the discipline, but you also need that sort of special connection between maybe person A or person B that's going to help you elevate you from maybe the entry-level position to the management and so on and so forth?
I think it's both. Yes, connections are key. Connections can get you to another set.
Yeah.
Because somebody knows something and then they whisper in your ear that there is something here going on. So it is important, it is good. So that's why the element of, networking is good, so you know what's going on. But again, you can still get an opportunity when you're not connected. For instance, I've had auditions for casting where people showed up and I never saw them before. And they just give me an amazing performance and I'm like, I want to work with this one. So yes, connections can work, but sometimes you can still get there without connections. So it's not all about connections.
So what do you tell that young person out there without connections?
Show up. I mean, find out. Google. Find out. You want to be an actor? Google. Who are the film producers in the country? Do you follow them? Do you follow their pages? Do you know what they are doing? Do you take the trouble to find out if the audition is happening? When you show up for auditions, are you prepared? Or you're just going to show up and you can't even act? Have you taken the time to read the script for the auditions? Have you understood it? Have you internalized it? Do you understand where this character is coming from and where they are going? Because some people think it's just about memorizing your lines when you're in an audition, but it goes beyond memorizing lines. You need to understand the role, you need to understand the journey of this character, and then give a believable performance. So that can get you there. So you have no connections, show up, Google, research, and know what's happening.
At the end of the day, the work must be
Put
in. Let's go to another interesting bit of the segment. We have to appreciate the fact that failure and rejection are an unfortunate concept we have to deal with. It's one of the things many people do not escape from because I think it was Julius Caesar. He normally said that there are three things you can't escape. You cannot escape tax. I think there are two, tax and death. But now I'll add the third, which is rejection. So in this particular case, is there a time where you had an opportunity and lost it due to a rejection or failure? And if so, how did you handle that rejection or failure?
If I am to be, I don't know if you're asking in relation or specific to my industry.
Both.
Now, when it comes to my industry, you can go for an audition, for instance, and you don't get a role. That doesn't mean you're not good. There are other factors. Maybe the role requires somebody who is taller than you. Maybe it requires somebody shorter than you. Maybe somebody bigger, somebody smaller. Maybe somebody dark or somebody light, and you're the opposite. Okay. So you may feel like you failed or you've been rejected, but it's just your physical description that doesn't fit. Or it could be an issue of language or accent. You have your very good Muganda accent, but they want somebody with a Nyankore accent. And you think you failed or you are rejected. But there are a couple of different factors that are called. So in my industry, I don't look at it as a rejection or failure per se. Sometimes it could be you're not what they are looking for. Yeah, so unless you believe you had everything they are looking for, then maybe it falls back to your talent. Maybe somebody did better than you.
Yes.
But then again, that is something you're supposed to look at as an opportunity to go and work harder. Yeah. If somebody beat you in terms of talent, then you go back and work on it. So you don't look at it as a rejection, you look at it as an opportunity to do better. Yeah.
So stemming from your response, are we correct to believe that whichever negative answer you might have received in the past, you as an individual used it as a stepping
to me, it is always a motivation.
It's always a motivation.
Yeah.
That's very solid. That's a very solid response. So what is your golden nugget of advice you would give a young person out there who thinks that, you know what, I have failed, I have been rejected, and this is the end of the line for me?
That person needs to face reality. You see, the world is tough. That's the reality.
Yeah.
And it's the strong who survive. So if you choose weakness, you can die now and the world will move on. But if you want to be part of this and you're destined for this, keep trying again. Keep trying again. Don't lose hope. Keep trying again until you get to where you deserve. Because one thing I've realized that success in life is not earned by the best people, but it's earned by people who prepare. It's earned by people who show up, by people who never give up, by people who keep trying. Those are the people who succeed in this world.
Well, I normally say that at times when you subtract or add things to very well processed and well thought out words, you're basically doing a disservice to the audience. And I tend not to do that. But in this particular case, I would like to draw us back to the concept of opportunity creation. So imagine a 20-year-old out there, filmmaker, photographer, cameraman, you name it, and they are watching this episode, right? At the back of their minds, they're like, I like what I am seeing, but I do not have what it takes or what is required for me to do this. Maybe they do not have the materials, maybe they do not have the skills or expertise to partake in whatever they're seeing right now. It begs the question, what 3 things can they do, maybe this month, next week, today, tomorrow, that would more or less help them to get out of that stuck position, save for maybe showing up?
One thing that has personally motivated me to do everything I've ever done and been successful at is knowing that whatever I'm trying to do has been done by somebody else. And that person is as human as I am.
Okay.
So for as long as I'm human and it has been done by another human being, I can do it. Period. We all created by the same God. We all have red blood. So it is now attitude,
That will have
determination, resilience that makes the difference.
Wow. So, as we approach the conclusion of this episode, there's some things we normally put our guests through. It can be a quick fire session. It can be a complete the phrase or sentence sort of session. And in this case, it more or less mirrors whatever we have been talking about previously. So this session, we like to call it hard truth, right? The first task that you're going to have is to complete a sentence. So your first sentence goes, young people will not succeed if they do not keep dash. So complete it from there.
If they don't keep the discipline.
Right? Okay. You have passed. Okay. Talent without dash is useless.
Talent without, I've said, discipline or character is useless.
Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, let us be disciplined. Those things of being indisciplined are not good. All right. If I could eliminate one mindset from young people today, it would be
Entitlement.
assure me. So you've met some entitled people.
Oh, this generation is special.
We're built different. Huh?
Yeah, you guys are so entitled, but the world does not care. It doesn't care who you are, where you're from, where you're born. It doesn't care. It will hit you hard.
And it will humble you.
Yes.
For us to call it showing you shaggy, it will show you shaggy. Okay. Now, we normally would have closed it here, but I would like us to add a rapid fire session. It's going to be more interesting than the previous one. Huh? So in this case, no explanations, just the first word that comes to mind, right? All right, film or television?
Film.
Interesting. All right, director or actor?
Director.
Always being in the big man's shoes. Okay. Camera or script?
Camera.
By the way, you see why we have a beautiful set today. We can credit him. All right, fame or impact?
Impact.
Ladies and gentlemen, we told you we bring people to this platform that give us impact after impact. So you can say I wasn't lying. All right, talent or discipline?
Discipline.
Stop being entitled. Let us be disciplined. Well, if we had an audience, they'll be repeating after me. Last but not least, money or creative freedom?
Creative freedom.
Why?
Because it gives you the ability to do whatever you want. Money it's like a mini prison. Money can imprison you, actually. Creative freedom, just like you say, it is freedom. Nothing beats freedom.
I like the statement, money can imprison you. The female, most of our female counterparts have this analogy that I'd rather cry in a Benz than be happy on a judge or a boda boda. So am I correct to assume that you more or less disagree with that?
I disagree
mindset?
because that enjoyment you have in the short run becomes stale. Then what?
True.
Then you're in the prison.
Because of the money you wanted initially. Yeah. Well, and there you have it. Do not spend your time out there being entitled. Do not spend your time out there being indisciplined. Do not spend your time out there sitting on your hands and thinking that that opportunity will come right to your face on a silver platter. Ladies and gentlemen, let us get up. Let us put in that work. Let us show up. And the best will always win. The Baganda normally say that however much you have danced so well on the stage, you must leave the stage. And unfortunately, this happens to be the time when we leave the stage. Do not miss our next episode. Make sure you like, make sure you share, make sure you subscribe. And good night, good evening, wherever you are. Thank you very much.